Okay, this is the second attempt. For the life of me, I shot this video, I uploaded it this morning. Do you think I can find it on my desktop? Yeah, it's gone. So here we are with second try, and perhaps I'll think of something that I missed the first time. Okay, as usual, motion sickness activate. Still working? Yeah, cool. Sometimes it switches itself off and I do that little maneuver. Okay, here's the kilt that I've tailored for the fellow with the profound, well, I'm going to call it profound. It's certainly noticeable scoliosis. So, again, the kilt, his pelvis is so tilted that by putting this above his right hip and that strap and buckle above his left hip, at that angle, that lower edge will be parallel to the ground. This upper strap and buckle is there to prevent the top of the apron from falling. So it's the reverse. The one that's doing all the job and the one that's just there for pretty, well, not completely, but you get the mean. Okay, so when following the last video, I'd put everything in and then discovered I had to do that, right? So what I wound up doing was, and you can't see it because it's underneath, but I have put a double layer of canvas under here. I opened up, in fact, you can see it. I took off the top band a bit, opened up the apron, sewed this in. It's 2 layers thick and it's sewn through and through to the canvas. And that now expected to provide the added strength needed, because this, I'll back up a bit. The outside apron generally isn't structural. The outside apron generally is not under any amount of tension. The inside apron takes 90% of the tension, actually all the tension, and the front apron goes across and is buckled up just tight enough so that it doesn't sag. But this time, the front apron has a role to play, and it's this lower strap. So by adding that layer of canvas, I'm quite happy that it occurred to me that by opening up and sewing it on the inside, I don't have to have visible canvas there. I haven't attached the buckle to the inner apron yet, because what I'm going to do is the customer's coming tomorrow. I'm going to have it on him, and I'm going to sight the buckle, having tried it on him, and then having done that, we'll see if I have to move this at all, and at that point I'll replace this white linen with the proper black linen. Over here, again, I've added, think of a structural term, but I've added a buttress, shall we say, so that the buckle that's going to be taking the majority of the load, the tension is being communicated to the canvas rather than the tartan cloth, because again, remember, these seams are not strong in tension. They will pull apart. So we're hoping that that will do the job. Now, I've left everything open. I guess I can take out some of these bases, but I've left everything open because when he comes tomorrow, I'm going to be, well, we're putting it on him. We're trying it on. It's a forward fitting, and I'm leaving everything open because I might have to do some fine adjustments. This strap may have to come up a bit. I don't think it's going to come down, but it may have to come up a bit, and perhaps that buckle is going to have to go down a bit, and that strap might have to come up, and these straps might have to be moved. Yeah, okay, well, we're going to see how it all turns out. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to base this shut so that when he puts it on, it's not just falling over him or falling apart. So I'm going to base this shut now and set it aside, and then wait for him to come over for a fitting. The great question is, because he's told me when he needs it, it's not for a while, not for at least a month. The great question is, does he have another scheduled visit or another visit scheduled to Vancouver, or must I ask him to have a seat, please, while I sew this thing up like fury? Well, we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm going to get back to work, and you can get back to whatever it was you were doing before I interrupted you. Motion sickness. Goodbye.